DZRJ AM News.
Hit the subscribe button and like the video. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified when a new video gets uploaded. Don't miss out on our dynamite lineup.
Good morning, DZRJ 810 AM proudly brings you Good Job Philippines with Barbie Atienza. Enjoy a recap of the week's good news and developments, highlighting the great men and women behind them. And now, here is your host, Barbie Atienza.
Good morning, Metro Manila. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, world. Good evening, world. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. My name is Allan Visitacion. I'm your host today, and I'm sitting in for Barbie Atienza. Together with me later on, will be joining me here on Zoom live show program here on DZRJ 810, Voice of the Philippines, is Miss Reenah Tolentino. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at kami po ay nasasabik na naman sa isang napakaganda at napakaliwanag na Sabado morning. At kung kayo po ay nakikinig sa amin ngayon, sa himpilan kayo po ay nasa 810 radyo ng DZRJ sa radio po, 810 kilohertz po sa AM band yan. At pwede nyo rin po kaming subaybayan at mapanood dito rin po sa Sky Cable Radio Bandido TV sa channel 224, yan po ay sa Sky Cable, at nasa ABS-CBN TV Plus din kami, and of course hindi kami mawawala sa GMA For the Box. And for the information of everyone as well, we are also live and we are being recorded, played and replayed as well on YouTube sa RJ AM News po. And we are also being shown right at this very moment in all DTT boxes. And of course, we are streaming live as well on social media on our Facebook page on DZRJ 810 Voice of the Philippines. It's another exciting day. At kami po ay natutuwa at maganda at napakaganda po ng aming istorya na idadala sa On the Air po ngayon. As you well know, Good Job Philippines together with Barbie Atienza has always been picking up stories on ground and we bring it on air. At hindi lang po storya ang aming dinadala sa ere, pati na rin po ang mga personalities na gumawa at sumulat ng mga storya ng kanilang buhay. We have another exciting guest po ngayon dito sa DZRJ Good Job Philippines at napaka-excited po natin at marami po. At alam kong nag-iintay na po ang ating mga kasama sa mga helping organization at yung ating mga big heart men of the Philippines. Yan po yun, may mga malalaking puso at yan po yung magiging guest natin ngayon. And I was just informed by our studio that Miss Reenah Tolentino is on the air already and she's very excited to go on air as well. And kaya hindi na po natin patatagalin dahil alam kong excited na kayo. Pilipinas, mga kapatid at kaibigan, ipinakikilala ko po sa inyo ang ating napakagandang host, Miss Reenah Tolentino. Magandang umaga, Reenah. Good morning, Reenah.
Good morning, Allan. I was trying to fix my camera. Sorry for that one. Hello, good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday, and I'm wearing red for the last series of our Feb Ibig series and Feb Ibig month. Ayan. So, kumusta naman ang weekend natin, Allan, ngayon?
Reenah, napakasaya ng weekend natin at napakaganda at kami tuwan-tuwa na i-share din ang ating tinatawag nating whole week experience as we move towards forward on our weekend. Napakasaya, kasama natin ang buong pamilya, naging napaka-busy natin. At of course, napakadami nating nakitang mga events, no? Kasi alam mo, Reenah, nagpi-pick up na ngayon ang ating economy and a lot of people are on the road and are really willing to help, you know? Meron nga tayo, kaya nga yung episode natin ngayon is bringing it back, you know, bringing it back forward, yung mga blessings na nakuha mo during the pandemic at yung mga iba naman medyo talagang na-discarril ang kanilang buhay. At we will bring that story on air kung paano tayo magi-inspire ng tao at kung paano pa tayo lalong makakatulong at mamumultiply natin ang ating advocacy of helping people. Reenah, nakita ko ang Facebook wall mo and that you're urging people to pray for Ukraine. Ako naman, napakaganda naman. Alam mo, when you go public and request people to pray for other people na hindi mo kilala. Reenah, what got into you to put that on the wall? Napakaganda, Reenah.
Well, basically kasi, Alan, alam mo, ang dami nating pinagdadaanan eh. We have our personal struggles, we have our struggles externally. Pero etong laban to kay Russia at saka Ukraine, iba tong laban na to. Hindi lang personal, hindi lang yung hindi mo pwedeng iwasan. Ito yung isang bagay na hindi mo kayang iwasan at hindi mo pwedeng iwasan pag nandoon ka. At lahat ng aspeto, yung fear, yung chaos, and at the same time, yung walang assurance na mabubuhay ka pa o hindi the next day. Alam mo yung feeling na gano'n. So, we urge the people wherever you are, kung tahimik gaya ng Pilipinas ang country mo, we urge everyone to pray.
Yes.
Yeah, to pray each and every one in Ukraine and all the people who has their own battles na pinagdadaanan. Ayan. So,
alam mo,
sila.
Napakaganda ng advocacy mo, no, Reenah, no, to pray for Ukraine, and we all know, it is very, very beautiful, mga kababayan ko po. Napakaganda po talaga. May kasabihan tayo sa English. It's the most beautiful thing in prayer is when you pray for someone you don't really know. Hindi pinagdadasal mo ang isang bayan kung saan may mga tao doon, yung tinatawag nating humanity na hindi naman natin sila kilala. They are not even a part of our life, but here we are, praying for them that they'll be all safe, that magkaroon ng world peace. At saka yung prayer natin, napaka-centrist, no? Wala tayong kinakampihan dahil alam natin pag hindi natapos yung digmaan dyan sa Ukraine, hindi lang po ang mga tao doon ang masasaktan, pati po yung sa kabilang side, magkakasakitan po sila at marahil yun na po rin ang dahilan kung saan they could cost their lives, no? Kaya Reenah, napakaganda ng post mo kanina, nagpapasalamat ako. At doon pa po sa mga kasama natin at kababayan natin na nagpo-post, maraming salamat po. Especially, that's a very positive post, encouraging people to pray for Ukraine, at hindi nyo po alam kung sino-sino ang mga nakakabasa niyan at nagdarasal po para sa ating kapwa.
Alam mo, Allan, magkakapatid kasi tayo eh.
Yes.
Isa lang yung nilikha natin. Whatever religion we are believing in, whatever country we live in, iisa tayo, magkakapatid tayo, at iisang mundo ang ginagalawan natin. And that is enough for us to treat each other fairly and dignified.
Yan, totoo yan. Especially, Good Job Philippines. It's a very, very prayerful family ang Good Job Philippines. Lahat po din ng nakikinig sa atin ngayon, yung mga kababayan natin na lalong-lalo na po nakikinig dyan sa radyo natin. No? Ngayon, alam mo, Reenah, a lot of people are excited dahil bumababa na yung bilang ng mga nagkakaroon ng COVID. Oo, no? And then excited sila kasi yung mga alert level pababa na ng pababa.
Ako number 1 na yata tayo, and we will pray for that. Maraming masaya.
Correct. Pero ang ipagdadasal natin ngayon ay sana maging vigilant pa rin ang mga kababayan natin. Huwag makakalimot ng mask, lalo na paglalabas kayo ng bahay nyo. Bring an extra, Alam mo, one time I brought an extra for someone, no? Nasabi ko, baka may makasalubong akong bata na walang mask. It ended up akong gumamit dahil yung mask ko nalaglag. So sabi ko, ginamit ko. It's very helpful talaga na makagamit tayo magdala tayo ng extra. Ikaw naman, kamusta naman sa inyo, sa probinsya ninyo? How's everything there?
Well, so far kasi sa probinsya, wala namang ganong cases.
Yes.
Gaya ng Manila. But then again, stricto sila. Bakit? Because of the fear na magkaroon ng maraming cases. Though
Totoo.
there were ones at cases, pero doon lang eh. Pero yun nakakarma na, yung paranoia ba na, baka may makapasok na positive. So they're kind of strict. But hopefully, and eventually, as the election approaches, magiging mas magiging maluwag sila. Kasi gusto mo ring makauwi at makaboto.
Yan, tama yan. Alam mo tayong 18 years old and above, no? Talagang we're eligible to vote. Kaya excited, everybody's excited. Kaya lalong-lalo na yung newly voters, no? Please lang po, be vigilant sa mga health protocols natin para pagdating naman natin sa May, during the election, we can all warmly and physically go to the polling center at doon tayo makakaboto, especially yung mga excited, yung mga first-time voter. Meron akong first-time voter na anak, kaya she's very excited to vote. So I hope physically and everybody could go there. Sana matuto na tayo sa nangyari when everyone got excited, no, nung December. At because yun nga, nung December, festive lahat naglabasan, kaya biglang nag-shoot up ang COVID, kasama pa ang Omicron. Reenah, Reenah, just to let you know, we have family and friends from other countries who are listening to us right now, and I'd like you to greet them, and it's very beautiful to greet them coming from a very beautiful person as well. Reenah?
Okay, so marami tayong kasama ngayon. Ayan, si Val kasama natin, and also binabati natin si Ariel John kasama natin ngayon, at siya ang nasa likod ng camera natin, at si Miss Jonalyn from Canada, Miss Lucille, Miss Ursulina, sila yung kasama natin dyan sa Canada. Ikaw, Allan, meron ka bang babatiin? Or
yes.
Hi?
Yes, hi and hello and good evening to our fellow Filipinos na nasa Amerika na ngayon na nakikinig, America and Canada as well. We have of course we have the attorney Pacoli and family who's in Canada na nakikinig sa atin on replays kasi gabi ngayon doon, but they make it a point kaya minsan magugulat ka, dumadami yung mga viewers natin kasi worldwide, at nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyo for the longest time na kayo po nandiyan, did you go out of your way, yung mga kababayan natin na pumunta sa DZRJ 810 at pakinggan ang Good Job Philippines. Kasama na rin po ang aming mga programs dito sa loob ng DZRJ 810 Voice of the Philippines. And of course, our family also in Dallas, Texas, ang Nancy and Jombi Santos ng Dallas, maraming salamat sa inyo at tuloy-tuloy ang fundraising ninyo dyan. Si Laling Gidal, of course, sa Dallas, Texas as well. And kay Visitacion of California, maraming salamat sa iyo. And sa inyong lahat. And then thank you very much, especially our family in Daly City. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. At kami po ay humahabol na rin sa pagbabaan ng COVID, and hopefully travel will be lighter, and magkikita-kita rin tayo, hopefully, no? And Reenah, tourism sector is getting ready, and we have a surprise for them here on DZRJ. We're gonna most probably we'll be having one of the biggest tourism show here on the program. Back to you, Reenah.
Oh, nice. So there are so many things to look forward as we go down to alert level number 1. But then again, sabi nga natin, hindi ito ibig sabihin na maging complacent tayo. Yun, pinapaalala at paulit-ulit po namin ipapaalala sa inyo na maging socially responsible tayo. It's a social responsibility to protect others and also ourselves. Ayan, Allan. And today, meron tayong pag-uusapang payback. So despite all the odds, despite of everything that took place, marami din namang nakabangon after the pandemic. Tama, Allan?
Yes, yes. And right now we're waiting for our guests to check in, and we're going on a commercial break, and we're basically waiting for our
Yes.
guest, an officer and a gentleman, and a beautiful story as well to say. My name is Allan Visitacion, together with Reenah Tolentino, and of course with Barbie Atienza. We'll be posing for a commercial. We'll see you very, very soon. Back to you, studio.
Ito ang Frontliners, Damayan, Talakayan at Aksyon. Tuwing linggo, alas 3 ng hapon hanggang alas 4. Kasama si Jude Ika. Live sa DZRJ 810 AM Mega Manila, DZRJ Teleradyo Bandido via Sky Cable Channel 224, TV Plus Boxes at Digital Radio Free to Air Channel 29. Sa Facebook, www.facebook.com DZRJ 810 AM. Sa YouTube,
RJAM News.
at Radio Garden App. Frontliners, Damayan, Talakayan at Aksyon!
Be enlightened with inspiring stories. Interesting biblical features. And insightful interviews with the pillars of our Catholic faith. Power to Unite with Elvira.
Education Radio, hosted by Pia Morato, is on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Teleradio Bandido, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus Boxes, Digital Free-to-Air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 a.m., and YouTube channel RJAM News. This brings service to all educators and learners of every age. The program guests include secretaries, dignitaries, ambassadors, lawmakers, professors, volunteers, and heroes, all dedicated to contribute to this valuable advocacy. We take the streets to the classroom and the classroom to the streets.
We now return to Good Job Philippines on DZRJ 810 AM. Here is your host, Barbie Atienza.
Good morning, Metro Manila. Good morning, world. Good morning, Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao. Another exciting day. And yes, naririnig niyo po kami sa 810 kHz AM po sa inyong mga radyo. At kung gusto niyo po makita kung gaano kaganda ang aming host, ang aming co-host ngayon, si Miss Reenah Tolentino, extending the Valentine's Day. Makikita nyo po kami sa Sky Cable Radio Bandido Channel 224 at nasa ABS-CBN din po kami, TV Plus at GMA For The Box at sa inyong napakainit na YouTube, RJAM News at sa lahat ng DDT boxes at live stream kami ngayon sa DZRJ 810 sa Facebook po at sa lahat po ng nakikinig dyan sa radyo, tumakbo na kayo sa inyong mga Facebook at pindutin nyo na yung pinakamagandang pinipindot dyan, yung like, and please don't forget to share because we have a very, very beautiful guest today with a very, very gorgeous husband and a wife as well and a very beautiful story, a true-to-life story and a life-size person. Ladies and gentlemen, babati rin po, syempre, ang aming co-host dahil bumabalik, Reenah Tolentino. Reenah.
Hello, good morning, and again, welcome to our listeners. Another awesome Red Saturday, and you're still tuning in at DZRJ 810 AM. Good job of the Philippines. It's beautiful February 26, 22. Good morning, Allan. And we have our guest. I couldn't be excited kasi marami itong ikukwenta. And that, sabi nga natin kanina, payback time. Hindi lang naman ang pandemic ay, ang daming nangyari, ang daming pinagdaanan. Marami din naman naging magandang storya. And Allan, ibabalik ko sa'yo, sino ba ang ating makakasama ngayon?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Kayong mga nasa radyo, tumakbo na kayo sa inyong mga Sky Cable TV, tumakbo na kayo sa mga GMA for the Box at sa TV Plus ninyo. Eto na ang aming guest, ipakikilala ko sa inyo. Move forward tayo, ang storya natin ngayon, kung ano yung pinaka-main event, ibababa natin, umpisahan natin sa main event. Itong tao na ito, kumontak sa akin at napakalambot ng kanyang puso, napakalaki. Kaya naman yung kanyang asawa, napakaganda. Talaga namang nakuha niya dahil sa ganda ng puso niya. Alam mo, pinakikilala ko po sa inyo ang tao, a total officer and a gentleman, a gorgeous looking, and wow, napaka-honest and unquestionable integrity. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bam Bautista. Good morning, Bam.
Yes,
Your
yes.
mic's off. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, sir, for having me here, and of course, my wife.
Yeah. Yes, Mom?
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having us. Kahit short notice, but thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you and welcome.
Alam mo, Reenah, itong dalawa na to, hindi lang to married couple as in partnership in marriage and altar, pinagtagpo ng simbahan. Sila ay magpartner din sa pagtulong sa tao. Alam mo, oh my gosh, pagka may kasama ka sa buhay mo sa pagtulong sa pagtao, sa kapwa-tao mo, napakasarap tumulong. Bam, isa ka sa total frontliner ng ating bayan at marami ka ring sinulat sa iyong social book network. Pag-uusapan natin yan mamaya dahil alam ko yata mag-classmate kayo ni Reenah sa Ukraine. Pag-uusapan natin yan mamaya, yung mga wall ninyo. Bam, ano naman itong lumulutang at talagang nagiging trending sa iyong pagtulong dahil ikaw ay nag-out of town? Bam, bago yan, bumati ka muna. Bumati ka muna at I'm sure maraming excited at magtatampong mga kaibigan mo pag hindi mo binati. Bam?
Okay. Yes, excuse me. Everyone, once again, hi, good morning. And I'm happy to be here. Excuse me. It's an honor to be part of your show. And hi to my friends and of course my family
And my kids.
and my
And our
kids. Yes,
yeah.
my kids.
Okay, Bam. Binati natin sila globally and Bam, what's that story? Let me know at sabihin mo sa taong bayan kung paano na-capture ang puso mo na tumulong at this very, very moment. Alam mo, Bam, yun yung capturing moment. How did that angel spoke to your heart? Paano nagsalita ang anghel sa puso mo? Bam?
Yes. Actually, it's been a part of my advocacy as a person na tumulong sa kapwa natin. Kasi nga, if in case you don't know, if the others do not know, I'm a retired police officer, and of course, my number one advocacy was to serve the country. And then after my retirement, so wala na ako masyadong ginagawa, so I shifted to a new hobby. I go biking, actually big bike. And so one time, it was yesterday, it was a holiday. So I went out to ride my big bike. And then I noticed that it was really, the traffic was really heavy along South Luzon Expressway. And so I I decided to exit at Mamplasan. So I went to New Valley to eat breakfast. So I chose this coffee shop along Santa Rosa Avenue, I think. And then there, I met housekeeping staff at that coffee shop, and then eventually we engaged in a little conversation, and then I heard some of his stories about his life there, and then what really struck me when he told me he was walking to and from his work. Siguro estimated 5 kilometers to and from. So that's 10 kilometers, imagine,
In a day.
in a day. So I asked him, why do you walk? Sabi niya kasi sir, tinitipid ko yung pamasahe ko. Kasi
Save it for my family.
I'm saving it for my family.
So imbes daw na i-spend niya sa transportation niya,
Yeah.
he saves it for his kids. Kaya yun yung, that's what struck him, na parang sabi niya, it's his dream to have a mountain bike.
Mountain bike.
Wow.
So immediately, parang sabi niya, yun lang ba? Sige, tutulungan kita, sabi niya. Na,
Sa'yo na yung big bike ko. Dito lang.
Oo, sa'yo na yung big bike ko din. Ayun, so, immediately, actually, sinabi niya sa akin, sabi ko, sige, I mean, we can raise funds for his dream bike. Magkano lang ba yung dream bike? Actually, so search kami, ganyan-ganyan. May nakita kami nga sa marketplace, 1.3. Sabi ko, gano'n ba kamura ang mountain bike ngayon at may brand yun na 1.3? So, apparently, ano pala lang yun, parang marketing lang ng mga nagpo-post na just to catch attention. So, when we were asking na, sabi 6,000 daw yung bike. Sabi ko, baka too much. So anyway, we searched and we found this perfect bike for him. And luckily rin na we were able to raise enough funds for us to get his bike. So just imagine na parang in one day, wala pang 24 hours na raise na namin yung funds and we were able to get him a bike. So,
Wow.
That's what's really inspiring, no? There are a lot of people who have good heart, who wants to help. Kaya lang, syempre, they do not know where to go or what to do. So of course, because of that, they took the opportunity, no, to help us to raise the money.
And there are no hesitations.
There's no
Hindi ko
hesitation.
talagang no questions asked. Okay, that's good. Parang sige, we will help. Alam mo yun, parang that's how willingness they are na talagang they have a good heart to help. And they are even us na parang, uy, thank you na you're an angel sent, diba?
Wow.
Sent to,
Alam nyo, mga kababayan, si Mr. Bam Bautista, no? Kasi nakalagay dun sa, kanina sa editorial namin, Ernesto. Bam Bautista rin po siya, ang kanyang mas sikat na pangalan po, yung Bam Bautista, yung bagets name niya yan. Alam nyo po, napakaganda ng storya nyo for a police officer, for that matter, yung retired. Kumbaga, Bam, hindi na to Call of Duty mo eh. Retired ka na eh, di ba? Parang, hindi mo na to concern, di ba, Reenah?
Yes, absolutely. Pero sabi nga niya, it's more on the heart already that he is serving. And good to know that we have this couple now that they are the silver lining in the society where we live right now.
Wow.
Sila talaga yung hope. Because not everyone has this kind of heart. Those people, very rare, who will take the extra mile for this. Sino ba ako? For that particular person, tatanong, sino ba ako to deserve their attention, to deserve yung tulong na to? But then they didn't hesitate. And to that person, hopefully you will be able to pay it forward, yung kindness ni Sir Bam, at saka Sir Bon, tsaka ni Ma'am, para, diba, magkaroon din tayo ng love, more love, expression of love. Sila talaga yung epitome of love, and this is the last series of our Feb Ibig.
Oo naman, oo.
And this is a different kind of love. It's a love towards, those people who are undeserving, no, not undeserving, sorry for the word, but less fortunate. Service
Yes.
ito, serbisyo, beyond,
Correct.
beyond sa call of duty, but it's more on the love towards one another.
Kasi alam mo, mga kababayan ko dun sa siguro si Sir Bam would correct me, no? Kasi 'di ba nakalagay dun to serve and protect. Pero wala namang to love, no? Pero yung Bam Bautista, yung Bautista family, yung husband and wife, nakuha pa nilang umibig, no, ng pagtulong, ng pamamagitan ng habang binobomba yung Ukraine kahapon. Ito si Bautista naman naghahanap ng paraan kung paano niya ma-amplify yung pagmamahal sa kapwa.
Bam, yung sinasabi natin kanina, Alan, na ito yung iba-ibang pinagdadaanan, pero you are here, there are people basically who could stand for those people, and these couple are really the epitome of kindness as we speak. Sir Bam and Ma'am Celeste, ayan, si Ma'am Celeste. Ma'am, aside from this ones, well, etong initiative na in-start natin, dito na ba nagtapos o meron pang another initiative na binubuo natin ngayon para sa serbisyo ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino?
Actually, this is the second na.
This is the second.
Yeah. Actually, yung first naman was my initiative naman na parang a kid or high school student who wants to have his own laptop.
This was during the pandemic.
Yeah, I think, last year. And then, so sabi ko, sige, I will help you raise funds. And actually, ito naman, sa neighborhood naman ako humingi. Sa neighbors namin within BF Homes. Na sinabi ko yung story and everything. And surprisingly, ang dami rin talagang may gustong mag-donate. So, aside from me awarding his laptop, na alam mo yun, nakakuha kami ng computer table, computer chair, at saka prepaid wifi. So, kumbaga, sabi niya nga na hindi na siya mahihirapan mag-aral. And he's a top student So, kaya hindi rin ako naging hesitant to help him Kasi, yun nga I know, mararamdaman nyo kasi kung sino yung taong masarap tulungan or sino yung taong nangangailangan, who deserves it So, syempre, we just remind them na, we are just instruments in helping you, but everything came from the Lord. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to thank Him na ito galing sa kanila and everything. So, alam mo yung mga reminders din namin na huwag nyo ibebenta yan, huwag nyo isasanla. Alam mo yun, na parang ito para sa inyo, binigay namin lahat yan para sa inyo. So take care of it, pag-ingatan nyo. And alam mo yun, parang ang ganda rin, ang sarap-sarap ng feeling. Tapos every quarter, every term niya, ma'am, sobrang salamat, ito yung grades ko. Konti na lang, kasi china-challenge ko siya, maging top 1 ka ha. Pag naging top 1 ka, talagang magiging masaya kami. Alam mo yun, so talagang, and doon mo nararamdaman na ang sarap-sarap tumulong. Tapos yun nga na nakapagpasaya ka ng ibang tao. So yun, so kumbaga parang, alam mo yun, hindi namin sila hinahanap. Dumarating na lang yung perfect timing na these people comes and alam mo yun na parang sige tulungan natin to, and surprisingly there are a lot of people who wanted to help. Kaya sabi ko nga talagang nasa puso ng mga Pinoy ang pagtulong
Yes.
So talagang hindi kami naghahanap ng tutulungan. It's just that it comes at the right time. It comes at the right perfect timing of God na parang ito, tulungan nyo to.
And we are just instruments.
Yes.
Praise the Lord. Naku, Reenah, napakaganda, no? Kina mo yung sinabi ni ma'am, kinlasify niya agad. May mga taong naghahanap ng tutulungan at may mga tao namang kagaya nila, angel sent, bigla na lang dumadating yung tao na dapat nilang tulungan. And praise God, no? I just have to say this, really praise the Lord, no? Kagaya nga na sinabi mo kanina, ma'am, na malalaman mo naman, madidiscern mo kung sino yung totoo na dapat mong tulungan,
Deserve.
hindi yung budol-budol na alam mo tutulungan mo tapos
Oo naman.
bibenta lang pala, no.
Siyempre, sa panahon ngayon, ang daming scam, ang daming nanghihingi ng tulong. Alam mo yun, parang people doesn't really, parang you really have to know kung sino yung tamang dapat tulungan eh.
Yes.
I have a question, Reenah. I hope you could work on this and follow me on this line. Ma'am, si Sir Bam is a combat officer. You basically grew up during college days. You're a combat martial artist, and then you took it as a career, and you came back. What made you be so helpful now? Or are you really like that when you were on uniform pa lang? Siyempre, parang, Reenah, you were saying something. Naubusan si Reenah ng yung pusong bato,
Yes, siya yung astig na titignan mo at very hesitant siyang kang lalapitan siya pero siya pala yung malambot ang puso.
Sir, ito ba? Sir, ito ba ay ginagawa mo dahil you want to pay back something before that you did something totally wrong, or is it your wife is here and the whole Metro Manila is listening to you? Is this is this really you in your heart? The big heart that's an angel sent? Ganun ba talaga po si Mr. Bam Bautista?
Well, actually, sir, because when I was during my younger days talaga, alam mo yun, we were not that rich, and we have to my mom, because my dad died early, so my mom was the one who raised us. We're seven siblings, including me. Yes. I'm the youngest among the boys. We have 4 boys and 3 girls. Moving forward, during those times, we were not that really rich. So, that's what my mom taught us, to really work hard, love our neighbor, and respect each other, and of course, do what you can. Do what you can. Do what good you can to others, so that it will be something that money cannot buy, diba? Money cannot what do you call this? Hindi mo kayang pantayan.
Yes,
And so from then on, that's what really inspired me, and that's what really inculcated in me as I grew older. And so eventually, andun din yung public services. So I joined the police force. Actually, my mom was really
against it.
Everyone, even my family, my former girlfriend, they were really against it. Pero ako kasi talaga, public service talaga, it was really for me. So there, talagang it's what do you call it?
It's really in his heart to help.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter kung low paying yan or whatever. Yes. Basta sa kanya, nasa puso niya yung pagtulong. Kasi, di ba, it's a noble job being a police officer. So talagang, sabi nga niya parang hindi niya naiisip yun before he had the family. Pero, alam mo yun, talagang siya di ba parang from his post nga yesterday sa Facebook na parang if he will be called to fight for the Philippines, he will do it again. So, just imagine na para sabi niya, basta isi-secure ko kayo pero lalaban ako. So, ganun talaga yung niya Yun yung passion niya. Passion of helping, passion of service.
Innate na kay Sir Bam.
Innate na sa kanya. Kaya
tumulong. Oo.
Yeah, so nag-carry over yun kahit out of service na siya. Talagang malambot yung puso niya. Alam mo yun na parang makakita ka lang ng help ng beggar sa street. Lalo na pag alam mo yung pag hawak yung bata, sabi niya parang hindi niya ma-imagine na parang akala, alam mo yun na anak niya yung hawak-hawak nung beggar.
Oh my gosh.
Malambot talaga yung puso niya.
Alam mo, ma'am,
tulungan lahat gagawin niya. Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Alam mo, ma'am, napakaganda po talaga ng true to life story ninyo, no? Coming from a wife of a police officer, no? Siguro, alam niyo po, napakagandang storya nito dahil sa ating mga kababayan, katulad po ng sinabi niyo nga, yung husband niyo i-enlist again pagka may nanggulo sa ating bayan.
Yeah.
Kagaya ni si Reenah, ganun din ang iniisip niya. Pagka may gumalaw sa Pilipinas, ganun din siya. You know, ma'am, and your husband is as a policeman. Siya po kasi yun sa buong buhay ko, no, as a broadcaster and a correspondent as well. Siya lang po yung nakita ko at na-cover ko po na police officer na nagre-raise po ng funds for someone to save a 10 kilometers a day walk para lang po. At yun ginawa ng paraan ni Officer Bam Bautista po ng Philippine National Police, no? At kami nagpapasalamat. Sana Bam, sa mga nakikinig po sa atin dito, na sana po gayahin niyo yung buhay ni Sir Bam, lalo na si Ma'am. Ito pala, dahil Valentine's, Reenah, thank you. Tanong na namin sa iyo ni Reenah. Tanong na namin sa iyo, isang Valentine's question naman, Reenah. Sa mag-asawa. Reenah, ikaw na mauna. Anong Valentine's question ang gusto mo rito bago matapos ang February?
Well, being the couple, having the heart to help. Ano naman ang how do you treat each other? Because basically, they are in sync pagdating sa pagtulong, Alan. They have so much heart for people. Pero pagdating kaya sa relationship nila, ano kaya yung magic din, ano? Kasi punong-puno na yung pagmamahal tong dalawang to eh. Paano kaya, yung ang stranger minamahal nila? Paano pa kaya yung totoong mahal nila? Paano? How do they treat this?
O sige, unahin na natin si Bam tapos si Mrs. naman. Okay, Bam, how do you put this love story from helping people to a real story helping each other in your marriage right now to grow brighter, sweeter, and more colorful? How do you make your life together, not just Valentine's Day, but feeling Christmas in your heart? Bam?
Well, actually, there's no perfect marriage, no. We have our share of ups and downs, but you know what? Our marriage is God-centered talaga. Basically, we put God first in the center of our lives. So, if you do that, talagang everything will follow. That's the secret of a perfect marriage and a successful one, hopefully. Kailangan talaga God is between you as a husband and wife. Yun ang pinaka-importante sa lahat. You know what? As a matter of fact, we as husband and wife, we have a community. We are members of Couples for Christ. Yes, there. So we have a community who supports us, who helps us. It's really it's really helpful. It's really helpful.
It helps us in our relationship na parang God-centered talaga and everything falls into place at God's perfect timing. So, yun yung belief namin ever since. Parang we had our own downs, but eventually we were surprised on how God was so present in our relationship na He just made everything fall into place sa amin. In terms of our dreams, aspirations as a family, in terms of our kids, talagang nasusurprise kami. So talaga, it's not us Kumbaga, it's God who's really making it work for us.
Yes.
Talagang, yun yung namin, yun yung pinaka-secret namin. Talagang, si Lord lang may gawa nitong lahat.
God is the foundation of our relationship, of our marriage.
Napakaganda.
Like from love and respect with each other.
Ma'am Celeste and Sir Bam, napakalakas niya sa Panginoon. Alam niyo kung bakit? He will orchestrate you. He will put you in line of those people's lives who are in need to be the angels. At hindi niya bibigyan ng ganong task yung mga kagaya nating typical lang. He knows the heart He knows the heart of every person, every child of Him na eto, maaasahan ko to. And I will orchestrate the life of I will put them in the orchestration in this particular son of na nangangangan. So, alam mo yun, napakalakas niya siguro. It's because he knows the heart of yours. Talagang
Yeah.
ginagamit niya kayo in his will. And praise God.
Yeah, so a very beautiful story from the advocacy of helping people and multiplying the people that help that person in need. Tapos meron ka pa palang community couples for Christ. I have a question to the officer, Mr. Bam Bautista. Sir, yung pagiging pulis nyo ba, sir? Pag tumutulong kayo sa tao na nangangailangan, nagagamit nyo ba yung skills nyo doon kung fake ito o hindi? I mean, pagka totoo.
Yes. Kasi, of course, when I was still in active duty, I worked for the investigation. So, we try to analyze carefully, and then we conduct investigation, no? Background investigation and everything.
So, nasa site niya kung totoo ba to or hindi.
Yes.
Yan, totoo yun. Kasi alam mo, ma'am, sir, ngayon yung iniiwasan namin ni Reenah, especially yung mga advocacy of helping people, alam nyo, ang dami po nating mga kababayan na victimize ngayon sa pagtulong. At ang maganda naman po of being a multiplier of the Bautista family in helping people para maging multiplier ka. Si Mr. Bautista, he documents everything. And he shows it on Facebook for social media auditing. Napakaganda po. Yung the time na mag-help ka, i-video niya yan, tapos sa recipient, everything is an open book, no? And kami naman dito, Mr. Bautista, good job, Philippines, because you have served the country so well, no? Na paglingkuran mo. Ilang years ba po kayo sa serbisyo, sir?
22 years po. 22 years.
Wow, 22
years.
Gal, no? Oo. 22 years
so,
of...
it doesn't stop there eh. Diba? Parang he stopped his service from PNP, but his service for the Filipino people will be for the rest of your life.
For the rest.
Alam mo yun? Parang
natapos.
Wow, naman. Ako.
Kung natapos man yung service niya sa PNP, ano yun? I mean, work yun. Pero yung heart of service will always be there.
Nako, talaga naman.
Sa mga military man, nasa dugo na nila yung serbisyo. At ito si Sir Bam, it's in a different level. Kasi he goes out there and he really makes an effort to really work on helping. And sana ito yung magiging wake-up call naman doon sa mga kapwa nating mga kapulisan. And we are basically proud sa kagaya ni Sir Bam and to all the policemen and those people in uniform. We are so much appreciative sa effort na binigay nyo. But for Sir Bam himself, iba. Kasi from service, he embarked to another service, and that is to help. From service to helping, that is a very amazing transition. Tama po ba, Sir Bam?
Yes po, opo.
And I hope, of course, lagi naman nakikinig sa atin ang PCOO, yung official communication agency ng ating Pangulo, na dito kasama natin ngayon ang isa sa mga pinakamahal na ni Pangulong Duterte na branches, yung ating mga kapulisan. Mahal na mahal ni Pangulo yan. Meron po kayo, mahal na Pangulo, meron po kayong isang paboritong anak na PNP na nandito ngayon po, guest namin, retirado na po siya, pero walang tigil ang pagtulong ni Bam Bautista. At siya po ay may pronouncement, public statement nga, kung may mga api sa Pilipinas at sa kapwa Pilipino, siya po ay mag-enlist, no? Wag natin kakalimutan yan. At a lot of people applauded for that. And what's so beautiful about it, Mr. President, is your police officer is helping people. Yun po yung tumutulong. At yung pagtulong po ay hindi niya lang sinasarili, minumultiply pa niya, no?
We also believe in pay it forward. So,
Oh,
di ba,
how beautiful.
parang it
Oh.
multiplies eh. So, when you do good with one, magmumultiply yun. Kasi yun din yung nare-remind namin doon sa mga taong tinutulungan namin in your own little way. Alam mo yun, tumulong ka din kasi it will multiply and mas maganda ng be positive tayong lahat, di ba?
Pero ma'am, siguro sa totoo lang, kayo rin po as a woman, as a person, siguro kayo din po talaga matulungin din po kayo, no? You guys, you blend together, no? And you help each other. Ma'am, sa inyo may personal question po ako. What molded you as a woman to be a helping woman?
Alam mo, mode, parang sa akin talaga, yun din, nasa puso ko na. Ever since naman nga, sabi nga ni Bam, di ba, we're part of the community from Couples for Christ. So that community has helped me also kasi I'm also, parang I also helped in GK, building homes, houses. So, kumbaga that community has helped my heart in helping. Talagang tinulong, basta as in talagang yung experiences ko in the past from my work. I used to work in a petroleum company na meron ding heart of service, meron ding heart of helping people. Tapos the community I joined na Couples for Christ na meron ding, alam mo yun, talagang nasa puso namin yung pagtulong eh. So yun yung yun yung naging key ko talaga. Na magkaroon ng magandang puso because of those experiences, because of those groups or people that I was with. So, kumbaga, at least, tapos, di ba, plus yung heart pa ni Bam na ganun din. At talagang naging na kami, naging multitude of helping.
Nagkahawaan na kayo, totally.
Oo, nagkahawaan na kami. Talaga.
Indeed, helping people and loving one another is truly contagious. Nakakahawa po yan. At itong kasama po natin ngayon ang isang pamilya at mag-asawa, si Bam Bautista at si Ma'am Celeste, at nagkakalat po sila ng pandemic ng pag-ibig sa kapwa-tao. Wala na pong vaccine yan, no? Yung pag-ibig
wala.
At pagmamahal. Alam mo, Reenah, hindi lang pala si Ma'am, kinikwento niya kanina, hindi lang pala sa pagtulong sa kapwa, nandoon din siya sa industriya ng sheltering, no? Sa GK siya, tapos strengthening marriage, andoon siya. Tayong dalawa kaya, Reenah, ano naman ang pwede nating i-contribute sa community? Yung resort mo.
Una, Alan, gusto kong sumama sa kanila.
Oh, yun.
Maramdaman ko din yung impact ng pandemic of love. Pandemic virus of love, whatever is that, the term that you used earlier. Kasi alam mo yun, ibang energy kapag kakasama mo sila and they have the same advocacy and then you're just wondering how they're doing it and you've been wanting to at least have a chunk of that selflessness.
Yan, naku,
minsan ang hirap lalo na sa atin. We have our own stories, we have our own struggles, and one helping initiative is even hard for many people. It's because yun nga, kanya-kanyang limitasyon. But for them, sabi nga nila, they have their ups and downs. They're not really those perfect people, but here they are talking about helping. So all of us can do help.
Yan, Reenah, totoo yan. Kagaya nga sinabi mo, gusto mo nang sumama, gusto mo nang sumabay. Ako, ganun din. We're into helping people. Bam, maraming nakikinig sa atin ngayon na mga kababayan natin. At alam ko, marami rin nakikinig sa atin ang mga natulungan na mga men in uniform, no? Mga kapulisan na katulad mo, na tumulong ng priceless life nila, ibinigay nila sa serbisyo. At ikaw, retirado na ngayon, tumutulong ka sa komunidad, sa mga taong nangangailangan ng tulong. Bam, how can they reach you on Facebook, Bam?
They can reach me through my Facebook account,
Ernesto
Bautista.
Yan. So guys, narinig nyo po, the friendliest person on Facebook, no? Ernesto Bautista, a retired officer and truly a gentleman forever, no? Mr. Bautista, watch his Facebook, tingnan nyo po yung wall niya, at kung gusto nyo pong tumulong, mag-send po kayo ng private message sa kanya, at non-stop po ang puso nilang dalawa. At Ma'am Celeste, sa iyo naman, batiin po natin ang mga tao sa Couples for Christ.
Okay. I'd like to say hi and thank you to our household, the Pacheco household and the Cordero household, who has been an instrument to service and helping these people. On top of the friends na nag-reach out din si Bam yesterday from Daryl, Noel,
And Carlo.
and Carlo de Guzman. So they are the people na nakabuo ng pondo para sa mountain bike ni Jonard.
Jenard. That's his name, Jenard.
Jenard, okay.
So for those who want to help, sige, nandito kami. If kami yung magiging access in helping, you can contact them through Ernesto Bautista's Facebook page, or my page is Celeste de Ausen Bautista. So kung hindi mo makita siya, ako yung hanapin nyo.
Yan, ako
We're just active on Facebook. And we will be, those people na pwede nating tulungan.
At kami naman po dito sa Good Job Philippines, sa ngalan ni Barbie Atienza at ang Raha Broadcasting Network, na naririnig niyo po kami ngayon sa 810 kilohertz sa AM po yan, at live din po kami sa Sky Cable Channel 224, sa ABS-CBN Digiboxes, TV Plus, at sa lahat po ng GMA For The Box, at of course nasa DDT channels din po kami. Kung gusto niyo pong tumulong, kami po ay susubaybay sa istorya ni Bam Bautista, a full-fledged military officer, a policeman in nature, a good character, a big heart, together happily married po ang kanyang laging sinisigaw sa kanyang mga muka pag nakikita niyo ang kanyang picture. Kami po ay susubaybay ni Reenah Tolentino. Back to you, Reenah.
Yes, and thank you so much dito sa story natin of helping, sharing, loving one another. This is definitely, Allan, ito yung kakaibang pagmamahal as we celebrate the month of Feb-ibig. And again, I would like to ask for the last few words and messages to the people. Una, si Ma'am Celeste. Ma'am, anong masasabi natin at anong masishare natin to our listeners now?
To our listeners, just kung nararamdaman nyo na meron din kayong heart of service, huwag maging hesitant, tumulong. Kasi Pinoy tayo tayo lang din ang magtutulungan. If you feel na you are God-sent, you are an angel sent to that person, huwag din kayong mahiyang humingi ng tulong sa ibang tao. Kasi, alam mo yun, ang dami. Doon ko din na-realize na maraming tao ang may gustong tumulong. Minsan, di ba, hindi lang nila alam kung paano sila tutulong. Kasi syempre, dahil takot nga silang ma-scam, takot silang maloko and everything. So, just go to the right channel. Kung gusto nyo tumulong, marami dyan. Talagang nandito kami para tulungan ang kapwa Pilipino natin. Wala namang ibang magtutulungan kung hindi tayo lang.
Thank you very much, Bam.
Yes, for me, yung pagtulong talaga, it's really something that God has taught us, di ba, from the beginning of time pa. And remember that there is no big or small kung gusto mo talagang tumulong.
Correct.
You don't have to be rich, di ba? In your own little way, we know that, I believe that, di ba, you can help in the least way that you can do.
Wow.
And let's help people let's help those people who are helping themselves.
Who deserve to be helped.
Yes.
Back to you, Reenah.
Salamat sa time nyo for inviting us. Kasi first time din namin na to go on live and to share our story na sana we have inspired others also.
Reenah?
Yung gusto namin na mag-multiply din ang kabutihan
Yes. Miss Celeste Sirbam, thank you so much for the time. And again, thank you to our listeners. You're still watching DZRJ 810. Good job, Philippines. And as we end our show, sharing is caring. It's always the giver who sleeps better. Again, this is Reenah Tolentino, and together with Mr. Allan Visitacion. Allan?
Yes, on behalf of Barbie at Atienza, it's another Saturday morning. Napakasaya po, isang oras tayo nagkwentuhan. Mabuhay po ang ating kapulisan represented by Mr. Bam Bautista, a retired officer, nakauniforme ang kanyang kaluluwa. Purihin po natin ang Panginoong Diyos sa mga oras na ito. My name is Allan. Maraming salamat, Mr. El Castro, Mr. Barbie Atienza. Nagpapaalam na po. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Salamat.